Dr. Felucia, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how to answer the question, is my situation normal? Many times when people are in a situation that involves potentially religious abuse or cultural abuse, which I talk about in my previous videos, they're often unsure if their situation is normal. And there are several ways to address this and understand it, but I'm going to talk to you about one way in particular today. And sometimes when we're in a situation, when we're so used to it and we're flooded with the day-to-day emotions and stress of it, it's hard for us to take an outsider's perspective. And so what I'm going to ask you to do if you feel like you might be in a situation like this is to do exactly that. Take an outsider's point of view. And the way you do that is by looking at the behaviors and the actions of other people and yourself in that environment. And then when you look at those behaviors and actions, start to make rules about them. So for instance, let's say you're in a situation where you could be in a religious setting or a family, and every time you get asked to do something and you say no, or you express any kind of disagreement, you're labeled as a stubborn person, a selfish person, or given a very strong negative label to describe your behavior. And you're characterized as a globally negative person. What you would do is you would take a step back, perhaps pretend someone else is in that situation and say, what is the rule here? And the rule for that would be disagreement is, let's say something like disagreement is vilification of my character, right? To disagree is to be stubborn and selfish. We only value compliance here. Follow the rules or you're out. These are the kinds of things that I would like you to do. So first of all, you want to just list all the actions that have been happening and then develop rules around that behavior. This goes back to some work around families and family system and what are the rules of your family, but that can also involve being in a religious situation or a situation when you're in a particular cultural situation that involves a lot of your cultural beliefs. And for you to go from there anyway and determine what are the rules. And so that's the first thing that I want you to do, is to determine what the rules are. And then when you look at those rules, write them down, read them aloud, and ask yourself, does this sound healthy? Does this sound normal? And a lot of times when you take that outsider perspective and you look at the rules and you look at what those rules say about the people in that environment and how they value you, you can determine whether this is a situation where you want to continue to stay in or you want to take some steps back and heal and decide what you're going to do later. So I'm going to talk more about this in future videos. And if you have any questions about this, feel free to drop a comment in the comment section, like and subscribe. And of course, I also wanted to say as well that if you feel like you're in a situation when you or your loved ones are in danger, you need to take steps to protect yourself. And I'll have some numbers and resources in the description box as well. So of course, your safety is of utmost importance. You need to do what you should and can to guarantee your safety. But that being said, you also want to take an outsider's perspective, list the rules, and then read those rules out loud, or even check with someone who you feel is, a healthy person, someone who has your best interest, and ask, does this sound normal? And that'll be one of the first steps that will help you decide what action you're going to take. May you have a peaceful and joyful day, and I look forward to interacting with you in future videos. And also, if you want to have a free 10-minute consultation, look in the description box and you can click on the website to book one with me. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.